Hey everybody, it's your girl Coco Kitten Bruja here, and I am back with another deck review. Now, in my quest to offer different types of readings to you guys, I decided to really hone in on shadow work, and that also required some inner child work. So I decided to do some research and look for an actual inner child deck. And on Etsy, I was able to find the Inner Child Oracle. And this is by Amanda Lynn Hales. Now, this deck is no joke. Its structure is very easy to read, straight to the point. You can absolutely use this deck by itself. It's great to enhance other readings with other oracles and tarot. And obviously it's for all skill levels. But this deck is no joke. This deck comes with it, and it almost punches you in the face with, hey, this is what needs to be done. This is where you are, and this is where you need to be. I will fully admit, the first time I used this deck for myself, I cried like a baby, because it pulled a lot out of me. And it really had me go back and really think about my childhood and how these cards correlated to a lot of the issues that I deal with today. So I had an immediate connection to it. It feels like my oversoul really just, it's like my oversoul was happy that this deck arrived, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at it. So they are larger, more like a typical oracle deck. There is no guidebook, but there are a couple of cards that will give you the actual inner child spread. I have not done this spread because you guys know I don't really follow spreads too much, but I feel like at some point I will be trying out this particular one. It says your inner child's needs, what's holding you back, what actions to take, and the outcome. Very straight to the point. And then they have the other one, which is the typical 3-card spread, but they give you different options on the 3 cards. You do past, present, future, situation, action, outcome, mind, body, spirit. So I think this is nice just to have as, like, for all of your, all of your cards of divination, whether it's this deck or any other deck. This is a great little cheat sheet to do a 3-card pull. Now, this is about as much of a guidebook as you're going to get. It's a little card that talks about the deck, how to use the deck, and then suggestions when using the deck. And it talks about journaling, which I think is absolutely important when it comes to this particular deck, because what comes from these cards is going to make you think. It's going to make you break down. It's going to make you want to evaluate a lot of the things that need healing in your life. And I feel like taking the time to journal and write out your thoughts and different things like that is very crucial to healing when using these cards. So let's get into it. Again, they are they're a little larger than standard oracle cards. I have a medium-sized hand, so that's how they look. They shuffle like a dream. I have no problems with shuffling at all. And they're very sturdy. I've used these cards quite a bit, and you don't see any wear and tear on the sides at all. I'm going to go ahead and pull one. And it is pull yourself close. Our inner being longs for us to reside as one. It is now time to pull close all of the places inside of us that we wish were not there. Imagine embracing yourself in acceptance, the good parts, the bad parts, the missing places, and the broken pieces, knowing that every place inside of you is worthy of the greatest love. Whew. Just sit with that energy for a second. And there's so much that you can pull from the imagery on the cards as well. It goes deeper than just the words on the bottom. There are so many different cards in here that really forces you to really look within, and that's what I love about them. Now I did get them on Etsy. I can't remember the price. I want to say they were in the $30 to $40 range. Of course, the link will be in the description below. But we have gratitude brings abundance, live intentionally, review your responsibilities. It's time to give. Write a letter, which is very, very important. I feel like everybody should do that. How many cards are in this deck? 40 cards, right? So just looking at the imagery is so beautiful. Become aware. You are worthy. There's so much that can be said about these cards, but the thing is, you really just have to experience them, because it's so easy to say, oh, I need to do shadow work. Oh, I need to connect with my inner child. But the thing about it is, sometimes we don't know where to start. Sometimes we don't know exactly what is going to come to the surface. And I feel like these cards can definitely put you on the right track to doing so. And as an aside, I definitely worked with this deck when creating my self-discovery workbook, which goes into shadow work and inner child healing. That link will also be in the description if interested in that workbook. It's an amazing workbook on sovereignty, self-love, shadow work, chakra healing, all of that fun stuff. Spend time in nature. Be still. Do what you need to do. That's real. I'm going to read this one. What it is we want and what it is we need can be two separate things. And when it is so, is often the difference between self-indulgence and self-care. Reflect upon the difference between the two in your life. Ask yourself if they have meant the same thing to you and how this might impact your journey. Sometimes we have to do what we need to do in order to do what we want to do. Let go. You deserve to be seen. These are amazing, amazing cards. And my connection to them is very deep. I will cherish these cards forever just because of how they force me to heal and how they force me to push myself to really work on self-development and self-improvement. And lastly, you can do hard things. This deck is awesome. Great for all skill levels, obviously. You have to have an open mind and you have to be willing to really do the work that these cards ask you to in order to really get the most out of them. I just really feel like this is a deck that if you're serious about your journey, serious about self-development, this is definitely a deck that you should look into. Again, all of the information to get this deck will be in the description. Let me know how you guys feel. How do you feel about the cards that were pulled? How you feel about just having this deck in general? I'm like, every time I open up this box, I get this feeling of just complete peace and knowing that I'm working on my inner child. Like, my inner child is happy when I have this deck out. Tell me how you guys feel about your inner child. If there's anything you'd like to work on privately, please DM me across all social media at Coco Kitten Bruja. You can even go to the website and book a reading as well. That's all I have for this particular reading, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let me know how you feel. Until next time, I'm sending you tons of love and light. Peace.